All right, week 13, DraftKings lineup review, a profitable week. As I've told many, and don't expect everyone to hang on every word, I like to make a sheet. This is my DFS sheet. This is my basketball. I've done just a little basketball, but you can see little FanDuel. I don't know. There's something about FanDuel. I'm just not into it as much as DraftKings. So this is my tracking 13 weeks in, 8-5 record, meaning obviously 8 weeks of cash, 5 have not. Big mistake in week 13, not putting Pacheco in for Swift. We moved on. We had a solid week, $131 buy-in, $204 cash, the profit of $73. I'll take it. Last, as you can see, I should have had, yeah, 6 straight weeks of cashing, but I didn't. So we move on. I'm excited. I'm happy. I love my process. Cash game, best. My cash game score was this. I always play one lineup, and then my best GPP was low this week. So if I played my cash game in all of my GPPs, I would have cashed more, but you don't do that. So this was an easy slate. Everybody had kind of the same lineups. I even had a duplicate lineup. Look at this, all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of duplicate lineups. We all kind of had the same. It was pretty straightforward in this regard. I think it starts with Easy Chalk. What does Easy Chalk mean? Zach Moss, 94%. Everyone played him. White against Carolina. Jordan, once everyone found out that Schultz was out. So you had 3 easy chalk pieces. And once you get to easy chalk pieces, everyone kind of fills in the same. The process is the same. And I think a lot of people felt like I did in the Miami game with them having the highest implied total. I don't really know in a cash game if I want to go into this with Tua because he was expensive. Mostert and HN, they were high as well. Waddle's not really a cash game play, so it leaves the cheetah. Tyreek Hill, I mean, when you look at his numbers, even at his price, his usage is ridiculous. He had one game this year, the Buffalo game, they got smoked, only 5 targets. So you're buying targets in cash games, and the usage is ridiculous in all the 100-yard games. So even 9,600, he's almost like a McCaffrey because he puts up numbers that are beyond receivers. So you kind of felt in a cash game, if I don't have a piece of the Dolphins game, I could be in trouble because I don't think anybody had a doubt what was going to happen there. So once you go there and fill in, again, it starts to work out where everyone has kind of the same lineup. You start playing guys based on your other plays. That's how people land at kind of the same. Because you see, look at, everyone's kind of playing the same players. Purdy, White, Moss, Hill, and Jordan. Those 5 are pretty much, that's super chalk. This is pretty big, 229. And look at this, 229, it was not filled. How about that? So that means that almost became a true 50-50 because it pays out 100 of 229, so there's a little bit of a rake that goes, obviously. But you could see, I thought my thought process of playing McCaffrey and Purdy, I thought was a little sharp, but it wasn't. Everyone kind of did the same thing here. Look at this, is all the same lineup. Everyone was kind of thinking the way I was. It's interesting. It's kind of cool in a way too that we were all thinking that way. So for me, it was an easy build. I was harping on the same things that I bet everyone else was. Sutton was kind of a last minute play for me, but between Sutton, Samuel, and the Patriots defense, Atlanta was the chalk. I skipped them. I just thought on the road, but they were the play, and I think the lineups with 169 had Atlanta. Yep. Pretty much the same lineup, right? Purdy, White, Moss, Hill, and then a bunch of people had 169.36. Whether this is, I mean, this, look at this. This is crazy. From spot 10 through 169.30, spot 12 to 47. 35 people had the same lineup. Whether that was an optimizer, I think it was pretty easy to get to this. People felt the same way. And people know the chalk, like I do, because I have Fantasy Labs, and it will tell you some of the chalkier plays. I don't always go with that. So that was the cash game. It was good. I don't really think I need to describe to you guys how I got to where I did. And, needed Miami. The running backs who were chalk, I liked Purdy and McCaffrey because a lot of points in that game. Bad defense for Philly. Wanted Purdy. McCaffrey, though, factors into the passing game, which he did. But I wanted all of those touchdowns, and getting to someone on the other side of the ball just didn't work because Brown's a lot. Devontae Smith could have been a cash game play because with Goddard out, his usage has really gone up. And, the Patriots defense at 2,400, 7 points I'll take for that price. Jordan got off to a good start. I think he had all those yards in the first half. Denver seems to, in Houston, seem to play a lot of games where there's a lot early and then they adjust late. So that was that. Let's see, I've got some lineups, some contests. Best cash GPP score was, what did I say, 159.46. God, it's going to be hard for me to find. I don't love how this gets organized. Right here. Play a lot of $1. And listen, guys, I don't care that these aren't the sexiest contests. Look at my cash game. I put a cash game lineup in. Is this my cash game? Oh, yeah, this was my GPP. Okay. I play a ton of these. They're not sexy, guys. I don't care. I'm not winning these big tournaments. 237 people. You can put 7 entries in. Look at the badges. A lot of inexperienced players. I cash a lot of these. I'm trying to use these to build my bankroll because even the single entry 15,000 entry tournaments, those are hard. So I still go with my strategy. In this 3 lineups, I ended up $3 and made a $1.50 on this one lineup. 150, 150, 150. So all the lineups cashed. This is my cash game lineup that I put in. This was my tournament lineup for this. With a Purdy, 2, Ayuk, Samuel stack. Ran it back with Devontae Smith, which I liked. I did a secondary stack of White and Thielen. Didn't work out. Had Warren in there. That did not work out as well. And Thielen, you can see that. You did a couple snowflakes of the Patriots defense. And, Samuel was a great play. This is my other GPP. Tua to Hill and Smythe. Now 45 points. Tight end doesn't even have one catch. Brought it back with Samuel, who was good early. A Devontae Smith, Samuel secondary stack, which, had I done that with something else, I'm assuming the winning lineup had to have had, Purdy. This is just a no stack. Purdy, Henry, Moss. Look at this. Hill, Pittman, Sutton, Jordan, Gibson. Yeah, no correlations at all, which it's tough to do to put up 187. I commend people that can do this. This is a skinny stack. Skinny stack means you only go to one person. Purdy to Samuel. That was it. Ran it back with Brown. Harris, Moss, Parker, Jordan, and Hill with Atlanta. So a lot of single bullets. Another, this is a double. Purdy, Samuel, McCaffrey, no run back. Colts with Moss. Nice correlation. Had Warren and some other guys alone. Jonathan Mingo was a sharp play. Just looking at some of these winning lineups, and yeah, Purdy. So you guys, if you're new to this, you really want, if you're going to play the quarterback, it makes no sense to me to ever pair a quarterback with one. I just think you got to do two. This is a very good lineup. This guy, Purdy to Samuel to McCaffrey, a run back with Smith. This is similar to what I was doing. Chalk and Moss, which is fine. Harris, a secondary game stack of Sutton and Jordan. So secondary game stack means if you're playing one guy in a high total, you think that if he's going to have a good game. If you're playing these guys, you're assuming they're going to be good, so then someone from the other side would be good. These are good lineups. This is really good construction. Wilson to Judy and Sutton, a run back of Collins and Jordan, kind of an onslaught as they call it. A Henry, sharp play, 5%, going with the double tight end, and just good stuff in this one. So appreciate you watching. Fantasy Labs I love. You can build lineups in here. I have all kinds of rules on my optimizer. Which does the... I want two of these. I have all these rules. I could take some of these rules out because I don't need these. But look at that, and good luck this week, and thanks for watching.